You're watching WPBF Eyewitness News 25 at 5, your local news source, with Tom Donovan, Tiffany Kenny, and your Storm Center 25 forecast with Mike Lyons. Now, Eyewitness News continues.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
It's a problem millions of men have. Tonight we show you 3 ways to get back what you've lost. Here's Jim Abath with a preview of his special assignment. Jim?
Well, Chris and Lisa, there are all kinds of shampoos, lotions, even vibrating hairbrushes, all claiming to regrow your hair or at least stop it from falling out. You can spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars on these treatments and they don't work. But there are treatments that do. And the one that works without fail is the hair transplant. Doctors take hair from the back and sides of your scalp and then reimplant it on the top of your head. And because those hairs are genetically different from the ones that fell out on top, they're going to live forever. Very encouraging news for Bill Schneider of Boca Raton, who got a hair transplant because he got tired of being bald.
What you're seeing in Bill is the result of the combination therapy using Propecia to stop the progression of the hair loss, and a large session of transplantation of well over 2,000 grafts, and he's got about a year's worth of growth from that.
Yeah, before it was bar soap on the top of my head. And now I can actually go to the mall, and say, hey, look at that special conditioner that relaxes the hair. I had no need for that. I mean, what? So, that was, it was a great feeling.
And that was one of the big things for Bill, getting his self-confidence back. And of course, there are many different ways. Dr. Alan Bauman joins me now. You did the surgery with him, but there are a lot of misconceptions about hair transplants. Are they like the hair plugs from before? And, is it going to look natural?
Right. Well, Jim, most people think hair transplantation is going to look unnatural, it's going to look pluggy, and that's certainly not the case today. I mean, we're moving single follicle implants, one hair at a time, to recreate a natural and permanent hairline. So it looks normal, looks natural.
And a lot of times it's not what's straight across here. In fact, you say you won't even do that.
Right. It's never straight across. It has to be wavy, it has to be randomized, the form and the shape, all that's critical.
A lot of hair myths that are out there, and one that I'm sure you probably heard, is, certainly that I did, is that if you wear hats all the time, it's going to make your hair fall out faster. True or false?
False, totally false. Wearing a hat is not going to accelerate your hair loss. Hair loss is genetic. It's passed on by the mother's side or the father's side.
So the fact that you're wearing a hat, it's not going to fall out anymore then?
No.
Not at all?
You don't have to worry about your hat causing your hair loss. It may make your hair look bad,
right,
but it's not going to cause hair loss.
You touched on genetics a little bit, and I think a lot of people think that, well, okay, it's on your mother's side, your mother's father. How can you tell if maybe you're headed down that path of losing hair?
Well, if you think you're losing hair out there, you've got to look at your family, but it's not just your mother's side. It could also be your father's side of the family as well. So look at your grandparents, look at your aunts and uncles. Who's got thin hair? Who's got hair loss out there?
The other thing, too, is, if you're looking at your hair and you're thinking, all right, it's already fallen out, and there are those shampoos and there are all those things out there, how can you tell if any of them work, and do any of them work?
Well, if you've got hair loss, you've got to stick with FDA-approved medications first. So if you're a man, start with Propecia, maybe minoxidil. If you're a woman, minoxidil is the treatment of choice to start with. But there's a lot of stuff out there that says that it's for thinning hair. It's really not going to make your hair grow.
And one of the other things, too, is you like kind of a combination of therapies that should work for most people. Is that right?
Right, absolutely. In my hair restoration practice, I use a combination of treatments to really target the follicle on a lot of different levels. So as I mentioned, the Propecia for men and minoxidil combination is excellent. We also use laser therapy to stimulate some hair growth, as well as transplantation.
And there is still hope out there.
Absolutely.
You can actually get the hair back. We have a lot more answers for you, and you can see that tonight. Be sure to watch my hair restoration special assignment tonight at 11.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. It's a problem men have. Tonight, we show you how to get back what you've lost. That is with tonight's special assignment, Jim.
There are and lotions out there, shampoos, they all work. Even at a hairstylist, tell them use it for a while and actually it work for you. Well, it did, but here's the good news. There are treatments that have proven to stop hair loss and regrow hair. Probably heard about 2 of them, minoxidil and Propecia, but there are 2 others you may want to consider. And depending on your goal, to try one, you may want to go with several, but decide for yourself which will work for you. These men have been coming. You'll find life you probably didn't notice. Don't, it was previous. They have been and don't. They will
Get kind of tired of ball where I really couldn't take it.
So, how do you get your hair back? Or at least, but falling out, go treat it work. Down the hair specialist starts his to the FDA approved. Or Rogaine and Propecia.
guys are going to see some alopecia, some regrowth. 5 out of 6
of DHT, male hormone responsible for both hair loss, runs about $160 per month supply. It was a start.
4 to 5 months after I started using it, you could rotate it, and then every month, more hair came in, and it became a certain thing.
It's not the ordinary. If you stick with the program, a prescribed regimen of treatment, medication, you're going to get some kind of response.
The new option, low-level laser therapy, costs $2,000 for 6 months.
I didn't think it was going to work, and I really the treatment. And I was blown away.
The red line doesn't work. Doctors know exactly why it works. It does. Michaela Nasserano gets them that are now a bit thicker. Their only option is transplant. Back to $6,000 a procedure. The good news, hair will fall out.
Men never do hair after their scalp. The hair is coated. Those are the follicles that we want to use. That hair lives and grows forever.
Is the only way to go. 4 balls is only option. It's $2,000 head to the top. You bought shampoo. Explain back. This is the license and you see self-conscious or
Go to a party with my wife, I feel a little more comfortable. Who's the ball guy with the ball over there, and that's a good.
by experience, decided to try a transplant phone. Dr. Bauman started to be on alopecia. Then, one day, pulled up and 9 a.m. A fine clean wash to cleanse the hair. 9:15. Dr. Bauman's pictures that he takes hair loss from the angle. 9:30. Look at the mirror.
These lone soldiers here, kind of hold that front.
9:49. He draws a line where the hair will be transplanted. Focus on the front.
Brings your hair back down to the front of the face. Is what you want it as opposed to the top.
The plan is 100 to 2,000 hairs, most in the front, rest all around. Begin.
Oh, you're
My fully local anesthetic, the doctor has cut an 8-inch back and harvest hairs and follicles. Then, microscope they separate each one. 11:30. Prepares and cuts each of the implant points. 1:30 p.m. after lunch, by one, like it was top of the head. It's 4 hours. Major.
Took time to get graphs in position. They're in there, and now we just take a look and get it growing.
So the growing is underway as we speak. Now some of the hairs that are gonna fall out. That's just the way it goes. So the hair is going to grow out from there. First, and then the hair in about 3 months. 50% of it in a year about 9.
I know some you've been thinking about for a while. You're brave soul to do it.
Well, and I know there are people as well. We have a lot of information for you. Dr. Bauman, you can read the first-person account of it. Just go to pbfnews.com, click on hair restoration.
No more lonely soldiers.
That's right.
I can't wait to see the progress. Thanks, Jim.
Look great, Jim.